Welcome to the Farmer Donkey Show, where the seeds are planted and the crops will grow. Grab your boots, let the good vibes flow. It's Farmer Donkey time. Let's go.
Hello and welcome everybody. Farmer Donkey here. So we are on our Calmlands One Tile Challenge. We're in the month of December. Real quick, I needed to take some more apples down to our juice production. But there's something that I had seen in the used vehicle sales that I am very much interested in. Oh, good grief. Looks like our apples have exploded down here. So, yikes. Tons of apple juice, tons of apple juice. I believe if we bring the apples right over here. Yep. And, you know, it's a little hard to use these pedals with shoes. Alright, here we go. So, what was in the used vehicle sales that we really wanted? So, right now there is this class Axion 960. And it currently has the 325 horsepower capacity, engine on it, and it's only 105. So, I mean, so it's the 920, but yeah, the 960, it's about 60,000 more, but we don't really need 400 horsepower, but that would give us a pretty decent tractor to going when we go ahead and retire our our farmall. Not going to get rid of it. We're just going to kind of put it off to the side. So that is something that we were looking at doing. We got a couple of things we can sell this month. Not a whole lot of actual farming, so much as, just kind of, you know what? I could probably just use the trailer to get all these apples down there. But yeah, so I think that might be something that we do is we'll go ahead and get our apples down there real quick, and then we'll try and, because we still have silage to sell. Plenty of silage to sell this month. I know we really don't need to grab the other tractor, but it definitely would be nice because we'd get one that's a little bit bigger than what we currently have, and another one that's four-wheel drive. So we might do that just because of that. Now, we do have a few apples that we need to take down there and sell. Well, not sell, but move into our factory. All right. So we can take, looks like 12 pallets at a time in this trailer. Another thing we were looking at doing is, well, since we're looking at retiring the farmall, we would also want to kind of retire this trailer. Now, the only issue we have with that is that we don't have another trailer to replace it, because we would need both a cargo and a grain trailer for the most part. The only two trailers currently that can do both that we have installed mod-wise is, well, one of them's about the same, well, a little bit smaller than this, so that's not going to do too great. And the other one is a dual axle trailer that we're using on our Pioneer series. Which, I mean, it's not overly expensive, but that is, I don't like to use the same equipment on both playthroughs as much as possible. So trying to diversify the farm. There was something I did want to also say was thank you so much to Farmer Mike and all of the awesome supporters that came from his channel. He got us to 100 subscribers today. And that is super awesome. So we will probably be doing a live stream, I guess sometime the week that you would be watching this. So it'll probably be Saturday. Granted, I recorded this episode, well, for you guys, it'll be last week on Wednesday. But yeah, so definitely super grateful for that. That is like completely awesome. And I'm just like awestruck at the moment. Apple trees. Okay, so we don't have any more apples there. I guess the juice production did finally catch up with the amount of apples that were there. Okay, so what do we have that we can sell? Looks like we have a few wooden things that we can go ahead and get rid of, as well as we have our silage that looks like we'll get better price, and it looks like the price is going down currently. So I think we will sell that this month. I did say in the last episode that we were going to be probably combining December, January, and possibly February all in one episode to try and get rid of most of the products and see where we're sitting there. But I did kind of want to go ahead and we're going to drop that. Actually, I don't want to leave it right here so we don't back up accidentally onto our crops that are planted right next to this. I do think we will probably park this over here by the bakery for now. All right. But yeah. So we do need to run over our cheese. All right. So we do need to go ahead and grab our lumber, get that sold real quick. Probably end up selling some juice just for a little bit. Oh, actually, how bad is the difference? For apple juice, it's going down and the best price isn't until February. Well, we might actually just go ahead and sell that just because it is on the downward trend. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and sell what we can real quick and then go sell our silage. And then we will catch up to you just before we jump into the next month. So we will see you all here shortly. All right. So we already sold all our silage. We got about 22,000 for that. We're selling the last little bit of juice now. and that's going to put us up at 147,000. So we got probably about another 23,000 worth of profit off of that. We also have our little rack that we were using way earlier in the series, and we're going to go ahead and run that up to the shop and sell. I think we did go ahead and decide against upgrading the tractor and trailer, just because I was looking over the amount of products that we currently have, and I don't think it's worth spending about 200,000 to upgrade our equipment when we're just about done with the challenge anyway. So I think we're going to go ahead and hold off on that. Also, all right, repaint for 111, and we can sell that for 1,600. Not bad. I have gotten a few comments about what do I plan on doing next? Is it going to be another challenge? Is it going to be another type of series? Well, to be honest, I am not quite sure. I do think I want to do another challenge. I know Rusty Money Gaming has come out with a challenge recently that does seem interesting. Don't get me wrong. But I think I want to start my own challenge and kind of see where things go with that. Oh, another thing, we forgot that we need to spray the weeds on this field. At least I think so. Let me just double check. Yeah. So we do have plenty of weeds on this. So we're gonna take care of those real quick. So we will be doing that. I'm just waiting for this to get unfolded. All right, awesome. And we'll get it. Oh, wrong way. Wrong pedal, Dnkey. Wrong pedal. All right, get that turned on. And we'll spray these fields real quick. I have definitely, I think I got the settings down for the steering wheel. I've been doing a lot better with it. And honestly, I am really enjoying having this setup now. It makes the immersion a little bit better, if that makes sense. Granted, yes, I still use steering assist. But I don't feel as if I truly need to all the time. I mean, of course, it kind of takes away the fact that I have to measure what I'm doing as much. All right. There we go. And it kind of still helps me to focus more on talking to you guys than driving when I am talking. But yeah. So we're almost to the point where we can get where I want to be with this farm. So that new series might come sooner rather than later. So I definitely have been thinking about that. I do really want to do a series, a challenge series of my own design. So with that in mind, I kind of want to lay out the rules. I kind of want to choose a new map. It's kind of from the start of this channel, we've kind of been doing everybody else's challenges. And I wanted to change that a little bit. I wanted to kind of do, yeah, I really wanted to do a challenge of my own, choose my own map. And so I think that's what we're going to do. I do kind of see this series ending probably a lot sooner than I had expected initially, just based on the amount of money that we are probably going to make this episode and in the following episodes as well. So it looks like I got hooked on that tree again. Yikes. Always do that. Back it up. All right. And can I bring it in? Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. So yeah, that in the live stream. Super excited about that. I can't wait to actually hang out with you guys live and read your comments while I'm streaming. I haven't done that in quite some time and never on this channel. So like it's just exciting. All right. I need to do that line there. And then we got a couple of passes to do. Other than that, I am on a line, right? Yeah, okay. Just barely spraying anything on that corner edge over there. All right. Spin around. Let me take a sip of coffee real quick. All right. Yeah. Also, kind of in the next few months, I'm going to be moving for work. So I'm not sure quite yet how far I'll be going, where I'll be going, if it's going to be a place that I'm going to want. But that might hinder a little bit of my upload schedule here in the near future. I think hopefully I have a couple of months before I do have to move. I kind of got notified this week that I will be moving pretty soon. But yeah, so that that's gonna put a little damper on things here. Of course, I'm gonna try and keep up recording a little bit and try and get ahead as much. That way you guys aren't seeing a huge break in my uploads. If I do start a live stream series, that would be affected. Of course, can't pre-record those so much, but that would be affected. But for the most part, I will try and get ahead on actual recordings. For that. But yeah, so I will still keep trying to upload in the same time frame as I currently have been. just to kind of keep that little bit of consistency for you all as well. All right, and that looks like that is it on this field. We didn't hardly touch our herbicide again, which is great. But that is all we had to do for the month of December. Actually, we did fertilize the grass, correct? Oh. As I probably try to run off the map. Oh. It doesn't look like we did, but it's not going to grow, so yeah, we can go ahead and unload the herbicide out of this. There we go. Then we can put this up. We will be using it to spray the grass. Probably next episode, as currently this one's gone a little bit longer. But we are gonna jump into January, and then I think maybe next month we'll just do next episode we'll do 2 months as well, and that's when we'll go ahead and spray. I think we'll be able to get rid of the plow and the stone picker and possibly that other mower. Here next episode. I am trying to cut back down on everything that we have on the farm. One, it's going to make us a little bit more money, and two, well, if we're not using it, there's no point in having it. So I am going to go ahead and jump forward into the next month, and we will see you guys in January. All right, so we are here in January. I did kind of fast forward a little bit more into about 10, sleep until 10 o'clock, just to kind of keep the brightness up a little bit. We got a few things here. Let me show you guys. All right, so it is time to sell some prefab walls. Our wood chips, got a lot of those to sell. Wood beams. Slurry, it would be the max time to sell it, but we're not doing that. And our cheese is above max price. And then our bread is ready to sell in January. And so, yeah, we will be selling all of that in this month real quick. So we're going to, you know what, we're going to just use the auto load trailer for most of that anyway. So we're going to run down here and do that. The juice, okay, it's going back up, which is great for us. So we got a lot of juice. So we are gonna probably sell off our cheese first. I haven't really been watching how much milk we have in the dairy, and I probably should have been a little bit more. And then, of course, we will probably, in between episodes, refill our sawmill again, and definitely get rid of that stump right there. It has caused us nothing but issues. Hopefully the rest of this cheese will spawn. Do we have more cheese? I thought we would have. No, I guess we wouldn't. Right? Yeah, because we ran out of milk down here. Oops. All right, so we will have to put some more milk into our dairy. Oh, I don't want to drive on that. I know it's not going to affect it at the moment, but I still would rather not drive over that. All right, so do. All right, so 7,000 there. Do. Can I pick this up? All right, awesome. Don't knock over the juice bottles. We'll sell this real quick. Almost got just as much as that as we did from the milk productions. So I think any more wood? I don't think we will have any. Knowing my luck, something else will spawn. Don't run into the juice. All right. And then we'll sell that, and we'll go convert this trailer over so we can one, sell our wood chips, and two, we need to move the rest of our sunflowers down here into the oil production. Oh, that I didn't think about. Is our oil production full? Nearly. So we will have to move a few of those pallets. When is oil going to be the best to sell? Looks like March. Yeah. So we do need to go ahead and grab those. And get those up to our storage rack for a few. That way we can clear that out and get it ready for the next couple of months worth of oil production. I think that kind of benefits us, unlike the canola oil, just because we were able to get our flour done, as we are out of sorghum. So everything flour-wise is already in the bakery. How much more? So yeah, we still have 28,000 liters of flour, and the bread isn't gonna sell. Oh, it says bread is. Oh, we need to go ahead and sell the bread. Okay. You know what? All right, so we'll dump that for a minute. Let that kind of sit there. Grab all of our bread and sell that. So as much as we can. Ooh, that was a nice profit. Little over 30,000. Okay. So we're definitely making plenty of money this month. It does look like we are going to be getting some snow later on today. All right, and see if we can't speed load again. Hopefully I got it right. We'll see. Oh, never mind. We're not going to get any more, it looks like. That's all we had. Okay, so just 2 extra pallets. No worries, no worries. So we'll grab our oil, we'll go get this configured, and then we will meet you guys back down here to sell the wood chips. Sorry. Kind of forgetting what I was saying. So we will see you guys here shortly. All right, so we got our sunflower seeds. We did take a couple of loads of milk down to our dairy. We had 20,000 liters of milk in our cattle pen. So definitely gotta finish moving a lot of that here off camera. But we only moved 6,000, so we still have another 14,000 liters of it in our cattle pen. But I think 6,000 liters should last when we jump months. I guess I'm not where I think I am. Okay, yeah. Just gotta back it up a little bit. That should be good. All right. Now we just need to figure out exactly where the wrong pedal. All right. The pickup for our wood chips is. I'm pretty sure it's right over here, but I think I have to get really, really close in order to actually get the wood chips out of it. So I believe from what we learned from our Pioneer Challenge series is we will have to back up for the most part into just about into the area right here. See if that will work. Nope. Okay. For some reason my pedals keep sliding. All right. It's getting harder and harder to reach the gas pedal. But nope. Yeah, I think I almost have to be in the heap. Back. That's not gonna do it. No. A little too. Oh, I hope we don't have more than 8,000 liters. All right, there we go. Oh, we have 28,000 liters. Oh boy. All right, so we're gonna have to do this a couple of times. So we will catch you guys once we are done with it. So we'll see you then. All right, so we got our last load. The other 3 loads that we took got us about 6,000 apiece. So I think with This load should have put us over about 20,000 for just our wood chips. Oh, I passed the trigger just a hair. All right, there we go. So that is very nice. Yep, there. Why didn't it take the rest of it? All right, there we go. All right, so yeah, just over 20,000 made from wood chips alone. I think the rest of our products that we'll be selling are going to be pallets. So we will get this reset up for pallets because I don't think we're going to need it as a grain cart until we go to harvest our wheat. But yeah, I think we made quite a bit of income. What? It was about 135,000 this episode. So we are well on our way to getting our $1 million. In fact, we're about a little over a $250,000 made. So that's awesome. But yeah, so we will reconfigure this real quick. And then I think that's where we're going to go ahead and call this episode. Thank you all for joining us. Again, if you've made it this far, definitely smash that like button for me. And consider subscribing if you're not already. Lots of stuff we're looking at doing here on the farm. So, yeah. Until next time. Peace.